Welcome to Agentic Experience. My name is Amit Gupta, and with this channel, we explore how AI agents are reshaping work, business, and society. Today, we're looking at a new research report from Anthropic, the company behind Claude. And the question it tries to answer is one that everyone is asking right now. Is AI actually destroying jobs yet? The answer might surprise you because, according to the data, AI has not caused massive job losses yet. But the report also reveals something more subtle and potentially more important. Hiring patterns are shifting. Some professions are already slowing down, and the early signals suggest we may be standing right before a major labor market transition. So let's break down what the research actually found. For the past 2 years, the conversation about AI and jobs has mostly been speculation. People say AI will replace programmers, AI will eliminate customer support, AI will automate analysts, but those predictions usually rely on theoretical capability. In other words, what AI could do. Anthropic decided to look at something different. They asked, what is AI actually being used for in real work today? So instead of surveys or predictions, they analyzed millions of real interactions with AI systems like Claude to see how people are using AI on the job. And that allowed them to build something new, a real world measurement of AI exposure across occupations. Anthropic introduced a new metric called observed exposure. Think of it as a way to measure how much of a job's tasks are actually being done by AI today. Not theoretically, not someday, right now. When they mapped this across occupations, something fascinating appeared. There's a huge gap between what AI could do and what people are actually using it for today. So, this means the disruption we talk about constantly has barely started. The research identified several professions where AI exposure is already very high. These include computer programmers, customer service representatives, data entry specialists, medical record technicians, market research analysts. Notice something interesting across all of these? These are mostly knowledge work roles, not factory work, not physical labor, but digital cognitive work, the kind of work AI systems are particularly good at assisting with. Despite all the hype about AI replacing workers, the report found no large scale unemployment caused by AI yet. Let me repeat that. There is no clear evidence that AI has increased unemployment so far. But something else is also happening. Hiring in AI exposed occupations appears to be slowing down, especially for younger workers entering the workforce. In fact, the study estimates that the job finding rate in exposed occupations has dropped by about 14% compared to 2022 levels. So companies are not necessarily firing workers, but they may be hiring fewer new ones. So, this is an extremely important insight because historically, technology rarely destroys jobs instantly. Instead, disruption happens through gradual hiring slowdowns. Older workers keep their jobs, but fewer new workers enter the field. Over time, the profession slowly shrinks. That's how automation transformed industries like manufacturing. And we may be seeing the early version of that pattern in knowledge work. The researchers say that today's impact is still small because AI adoption is far below its theoretical capability. In other words, the tools exist, but organizations are still figuring out how to use them. If that adoption accelerates, the labor market effects could become much more dramatic. Even Anthropic's CEO has warned that AI could eventually threaten a large share of entry level white collar jobs. But the report also emphasizes something important. AI is not only replacing tasks, in many cases, it is augmenting workers instead of replacing them. People are using AI to write drafts faster, analyze data quicker, generate ideas, automate repetitive tasks. So rather than entire jobs disappearing overnight, what's happening is task transformation, and that may fundamentally reshape what work looks like. So here's where this gets even more interesting. Most of the research today looks at AI assistants, but the new wave is AI agents, systems that don't just help humans but actually complete tasks autonomously. When agents start managing workflows, scheduling actions, and making decisions, the relationship between humans and work may shift again. And that's exactly the kind of transformation we explore here on Agentic Experience. So, here are the three biggest insights from the Anthropic report. First, AI has not caused massive job losses yet. Second, hiring is already slowing in AI exposed professions. And third, the biggest impact may still be ahead of us because AI adoption is far below its full capability today. The real question is no longer will AI affect the labor market? It already has. The real question is how fast will the change happen? And which professions will adapt first? So you let me know in the comments, do you think AI will mostly replace jobs or reshape them? And if you enjoy deep dives into the future of AI, work, and agentic systems, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And I'll see you in the next episode of Agentic Experience. Thank you.